This podcast contains strong language and adult themes from the outset. Ange,
Patois.
I have got a question for you.
Oh, now we haven't
done this for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
This actually was in the box as a dickish behaviour this week, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna lift this. I'm gonna lift it, and I'm gonna put it as a question.
Nice. Okay.
How do you feel about people who wear neck pillows as they walk around the airport? As soon as I saw that, it cracked me up because we've all seen them.
Yeah. Why? Why?
I mean, look, if you want a neck pillow for the flight, fair enough. That's for you. I mean, I don't have them. I don't find them particularly comfortable. But that is, each to their own.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Do you think it's because they just can't be asked to carry it?
But don't they have like ties and stuff that you can tie them on your bag?
Yeah, you could hang them on your carry-on or whatever.
We've all seen them, haven't we? That bloke.
Yeah.
Walking around Boots, talking to his wife like he's got a neck brace on.
Do you know what? It's the kind of thing that is not until who do you remember?
I can tell you who it was. Because the box is still there. Give me a second.
Okay, darling.
Yeah, it is.
It's not until someone highlights
says,
it
you think
that you go,
oh yeah,
God, yeah. What is with those people that are wearing it?
It was by
Macy
Baby 28 on Instagram.
Yeah, I totally am with you.
Why do they walk around?
Yeah,
it's
very odd
you
behaviour.
You don't need extra support, Colin.
No, you don't, Colin.
You do not need extra support.
You're not like a baby who's got a wobbly head.
He's got a wobbly neck.
Yeah, you haven't had a car accident.
Well, he might have. But if he's had that, he needs a proper neck brace.
He needs a neck brace, not a little head pillow.
If he's had a car accident, he needs to see his doctor.
He needs to get his insurance sorted.
But yeah, as soon as I read that, I absolutely cracked up.
I'm also with you, Pats, right? I have got one.
I don't like them.
And I really want to find it comfortable, but I don't.
I don't either. It's too cumbersome. It's too much around my neck area. I'd rather roll up a jumper and, shove that on the side.
The thing is, we've got a couple of sort of varieties.
Right. Well, I bet Ian's big into a neck pillow.
Big into a neck pillow, yes. Yeah, very much so into the neck pillows. But what I find is, right, we've got two that are too soft, so my head just feels like I'm flopping down. I've got no support at all.
Yeah.
And then I've got one that's too much support, so I feel like I'm actually in a neck brace.
Right.
It's like, no, I haven't found a good pillow.
Hey, look, let's go to the masses. If you have got a good airline neck pillow, can you help a girl out here?
Yeah, because I do want to have one that I'm like, oh yeah, great. I want to be able to wear it in the airport. I want to be able to wear it in Boots. I want to get the time out of it.
I want to be able to wear it when I'm on the tube.
I want to be able to wear it when I'm sitting at my desk.
No, it's specifically when you're out and about.
Yeah, when you're out and about.
I want to be able to wear it wandering around Waitrose and have people be like, "Oh, you just come back off holiday?
No, you off to travel?
No.
I just love my neck brace. My neck pillow.
I've just found one that is not too hard, not too soft.
So I'm just going to wear it all the time.
The other funny comment that we had in the box on the gram, and this is from Olivia, and this one really made me laugh. People who make the noise of an indicator while looking for something on the computer.
Eh?
You must have seen people do that. They're like looking for something on the computer and they're like...
What? I don't think I've come across a
TikToker.
I
think I've done it before.
Yeah, I think you would do because you do weird shit like that.
I do. Sometimes I think I've got a little bit of like hyperactivity or something.
I think you have.
Because the other day at work, right, I was in this really important meeting on Teams
Yeah.
Well, I caught myself, you know the little box when you're on Teams where you can see yourself?
Yes.
I caught myself swinging left and right on my chair like a 3-year-old. Everybody else was sat totally still.
Well, you
talking.
Can't keep still.
No, that's what I mean. I think I've got a bit of like hyperactivity because I was like swinging left to right. I was putting my hands under my legs. I was fiddling with stuff on my desk. Even when we're on this thing, I'm like looking. I've got a pen that I'm fiddling with. All right, like I cannot sit still.
No, you can't. You are very fidgety.
We had an email in this week that I thought I would share.
Oh, right. Okay.
This email came from Donna.
Donna, yes.
And it says this. It says, "Hi, Ange and Ruth. I'm a fairly new listener to Finding the Funny, so I'm still catching up on past episodes. In one episode from 2020, you had an email about the dickish behaviour of eating messy fruit in the shower. Do you remember that one?
I do remember that one, yeah.
This is similar. My son and husband both eat savoury snacks with a spoon.
What?
With my son, it's What's-Its, and with my husband, it's Bombay Mix, because they don't like getting the residue on their fingers. Please tell me if you think this is dickish behaviour too. Thanks, Donna."
What? They're eating What's-Its and Bombay Mix
with a spoon, like a bowl of cereal.
Oh no, I couldn't think of anything worse.
I like the finger residue.
I love a finger residue.
That's one of the most satisfying bits for me for when those kind of snacks. Yeah, when you can really lick your fingers and
really enjoy the remnants.
Yeah,
of your fingers.
The remnants.
Well,
I thought that was a very solid dickish behaviour from Donna.
Very, very solid, Donna. And yeah, that's
is putting a spoon into Bombay Mix.
I'd hate the feeling of the Bombay Mix on the metal and putting that in my mouth.
Me too.
That's just not right. And also, What's-Its?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly like a messy food, is it?
Well, they don't like the residue.
They don't like the residue.
They don't think it's finger licking good.
Wow, that is dickish.
Yeah.
I love a giant What's-It.
Oh my God, they are the best. They are the best.
I think What's-Its are probably one of my favourite. Or a cheesy puff.
Yeah, I love a cheesy puff.
Do you know M&S cheese puffs?
Oh, now you're talking. And I love the finger residue.
I love the finger residue.
Yeah.
I love the puffiness. I love the cheesiness.
Yeah.
I mean, why anyone would choose to eat that with a spoon, I do not know.
And I'm with Donna. I'm putting that straight into dickish behaviour.
Straight in, Donna. No questions asked. That is in there, mate. And you can tell your son and your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Ruth and Ange.
You are in dickish behaviour, boys.
Straight away.
Boys. Straight in there, sunshines.
Right, I've got a Depop drama for you.
Brilliant. Okay, Patty.
Hey, I saw you gave me a 1-star review. However, I feel as though I've been as helpful as I possibly could have been. I've offered to send you proof of postage twice and you've refused. This is completely out of my hands. I assume the item must be lost in transit or it will hopefully turn up soon. I understand it's frustrating and it's been a while, but it's not actually my fault that this has happened. I hope you understand. This is the reply. I understand, and I gave you 1 star in drunken rage. Sorry, I didn't know how to change it. Have a good Christmas and rest of the year. Just the imagery of somebody so pissed off at Depop that they haven't received their shit. They're like, fuck you. I've had 4 vodkas and I am pissed.
And you're going to know about it.
And you're getting 1 star. And I don't even care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not care.
Do not care.
If I could just give you 0 stars, I would.
Yeah, but I can't because I'm that pissed.
There is a 0.
I'm that pissed and I'm that pissed with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, have you had a good week though?
I've not a bad week, Pat. Yeah. I mean, it's been a bit heavy on the work shit.
Oh,
you know, all that shit.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. But we are we should share with our gang that we are recording on Sunday evening.
And I'm loving it.
Do you know what? Well, I've had 3 glasses of poo.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, I quite often have a little drinky poo of a Sunday evening whilst I'm cooking.
Yeah.
And
early onset alcoholism, I think, is what we call it.
And I then thought, this is going to be great because, I'll just be a little bit more relaxed. I mean, not that I need to be more relaxed. I'm quite relaxed anyway.
Yeah.
But, so I had 2 and then I brought another glass out with me and I finished that one. So I feel that's probably adding to the giggles.
Giggly vibes.
Shits and giggles.
It's adding to the... What is it? Is it Prosecco?
It's your Proseccos,
right, it's your Proseccs.
It's your Proseccs, yeah.
It's
because I opened it yesterday.
Right.
And I only had a glass yesterday, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to waste it.
No. I'm
not throwing that down the sink.
Absolutely not.
I've got a bit of windy pops now.
Oh, it's the bubbles.
It's the bubbles.
It's the Bublés.
Yeah.
It's the Bublés. It's the Michael Bublés.
And Tricky has just asked a question. Did I put a spoon in it? Yes, I did.
I love that. I love that tip.
And it does keep the Bublé.
Oh, if you put a spoon in it and pop it in the fridge.
Yeah.
You got your Bublés.
I mean, you're good for a few days, mate.
Oh, yeah. It's a great tip, that.
Great tip.
Rossi, what's happening, mate?
Guys and girls, how are you?
How was Viva Italia?
Italia. Well, it was different. It was different.
In what way? Why was it different?
Well, I've been to Florence before. I've been twice before actually, but the last time was in the summer. Right. So this time I was told it was going to be freezing. I've turned up from London City Airport where it was pissing down with rain and probably like 8 degrees, and I've turned up in Italy. Yeah. I've got a big jacket on. I've turned up and it's 17 degrees and fucking sun.
Oh my gosh, that is nice though, Rossi.
Yeah, but did you have the wrong wardrobe?
I had slightly the wrong attire on. I had a thermal vest.
Right.
You were sweating your tits off.
I did actually sweat my tits off.
Yeah.
But then I kind of took I did take the thermal vest off.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good look for me, I think, a thermal vest.
I actually do quite like the look of a thermal vest on a man.
It's not like horrible old grey thermals. You know, like the t-shirts with the lines down them.
Oh,
that you can
ribbed
wear
for her pleasure.
Ribbed. That is it, ribbed. And and then I stole a leather jacket off my dad.
Nice.
Well, we do a few leather garments. I thought I'm having that.
Leather garments.
Leather
garments. Yeah. Sorry.
No, I like it. You've got nothing to apologise for. I like a garms.
Yeah. So, but I might explain more when I'm, in the heavily into segment because I don't want to give too much away because I've got a few.
Right, come on, hit us. What are you heavily into? Let's hear it.
Heavily into with Rossi D. Woods. Heavily into with Rossi D. Woods. What is he heavily into? Heavily into this week? Bosh.
Well, this is it. I've been heavily into being a bit Italian for the last couple of days.
Right. And what does that consisted of?
Being a rude cunt. No, I'm joking.
Shout out to all the Italians. Big audience in Italy. We've got a big audience in Italy.
Yeah, we do.
Not anymore.
We're actually number one. We're number one in Italy. Well, the stigma goes with Italians being rude. Well, it's not the case at all. They're not all rude. But we went to this lovely restaurant, and there was a big group of us. We went to this like a really homely restaurant. So you go in and like Mama and Papa are in there in the back, and the miserable son's like doing all the tables, and he was miserable. Never ask for garlic bread in Italy because they look at you like you've just fucking killed their cat.
Really?
Do they not have garlic bread?
Well, I made that mistake.
What do they?
Garlic bread isn't an Italian thing. I basically got sworn at by a. Do not ask for garlic bread. Some kind of Gino.
Was he Welsh?
He was a Welsh man working in a fucking Italian restaurant. I couldn't believe it.
Putting on a fake Italian accent.
I said, "All right, Tom Jones, what are you doing here waiting?" Yeah, so
you can't get garlic bread.
You can't get garlic bread. What you do get is bruschetta, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. You know where you
Yes.
get this.
Yeah, bruschetta.
Basically, it's stale bread with fucking tomatoes on and they've rubbed it with garlic. That's what it is.
Do they like a bit of the old focaccia?
Oh, yes, I did have a nice
focaccia. Yeah.
Sondage.
Yeah.
With lovely... Listen, I can't do an Italian accent. My name's not Gino D'Acampo.
It's not. For anyone who's just tuned in, it's Rossi, not Gino D'Acampo. Just in case you got confused.
Also, being in Florence, I thought this time I'm going to really delve in deep and go for a Florentine steak because that's what they're known for.
Nice.
Right? No, chewy as fuck.
Right.
Never again.
Oh,
I'm not fucking having. Honestly, I was chewing on bleeding fat half the time.
What was your?
Give me a bleeding fillet steak out of Tesco's any day. Taste the bloody
any
difference.
day.
What was your best meal? What did you have that you?
Oh, good question, Ange. Good question.
So, okay, Ange, that is a good question. My favourite meal, it was probably the last night. I ordered like a tomato soup to start because my cousin was with me as well, and he's a bit of, he eats anything. I said, what should I have? He said, try this. I've had it before. Anyway, it's soup, and I thought it would come with bread on the side. You know how we get in the UK?
Yeah.
But what it was is like a soup, but really thick with the bread all mashed into it. So it was
my God.
And when I put it, I thought, it's the best soup I have ever tasted. It was garlicky, it was tomatoey, and I thought, so that starter was nice. And then I had a really nice fresh kind of pasta, tomatoey. So
I love all that shit.
That was actually quite nice.
Fresh pasta.
Gelato though, out in Florence.
Gelato.
Fucking hell, this sounds like a cheap MasterChef we're on, doesn't it? Anyway. Gelato.
Rossi has served.
Call me Rossi. Rossi the Viler.
Rossi has served a tomato soup with a mashed up bread. A fresh pasta
gelato.
And a gelato.
I was going to say gelato, right? Fuck me, it's an arm and a leg. Don't bother buying it.
Really? Really?
Honestly.
Really?
The expense in that.
Wow.
I mean...
What flavour gelato did you have?
Well, I'm a bit... you know what? I'm a very plain Jane, if you want to call me that. I love vanilla. I do love
Roxy.
I love a vanilla gelato. I love a vanilla gelato.
When you're in like Italia, you've got to go sort of, pistachio or
rum and raisin.
That sort of vibe.
Rum and raisin.
Rum and
raisins in a
that's not right. That I think.
That's the same as people having raisins in Coronation Chicken. Just fuck off. There's no need.
Well, actually, we have spoken about raisins before, haven't we? And our sort of take on the raisin. Yeah. And I mentioned how I do love a plump raisin.
Yes.
So a plump raisin
and then obviously,
in a gelato, I'd be all over.
And then obviously you told us, Angie, that the way to, rekindle your loins as a woman is to eat raisins.
Well, not just to eat them, Pats, was it? It was to look at them,
whisper
to
them,
listen to them.
I'm not whispering to a fucking raisin to get a hard on. That's not me. There's fucking no way. Sorry, Anne.
Well, that's the thing, Rossi. It's apparently raisins,
and that's the problem.
Very good.
You're not committed to the process, Rossi. You're not whisper to a raisin, Rossi.
Rotty and his raisins.
Just quickly though, we had a message in from Catherine, and Catherine told us that because of our episode last week, especially the heavily into section, she now is paying for things on her phone as a result. So you are changing the lives of the masses.
We're changing lives.
We've changed
We're changing lives here.
I had a question for you girls. It's kind of a cleaning question because I've done it today. Yeah. Obviously, you both got a washing machine.
Yes, we don't wash by hand.
Well, it's not EastEnders. You
don't go down the laundrette.
No, don't get to the
laundrette. Down the end of your road. Do you know there's a little door at the bottom where you can open up and then you get a little pipe out, let water out. There's basically a filter in there. You unscrew the cap.
I don't have a door at the bottom of mine. I don't think I do.
You must have.
Well, I found this out, so I've undone it. We've had our washing machine for 2 years, so I haven't done it for 2 years.
Oh no, was it gross?
Oh gosh.
Well, so I've opened the cap and I thought, what the fuck's going to be in it?
No.
Anyway, there's lots of fluff, coins, whatever. But the really mysterious thing about it, there was 2 bits of sweet corn. Now, where the fuck did they come from?
Oh my god, that is hilarious. 2 bits of sweet corn, and they haven't disintegrated. I mean, sweet corn's really fucking hard to break down,
you poo it out whole, don't you?
Everyone knows. Well, I don't like sweet corn.
I love a sweet corn.
My little boy loves it. So if I do a corn on the cob, I'll chew a bit off to see if it's done. And I'm chewing for ages. It just don't go anywhere. So you have to swallow it. So I'm thinking, I've gone into the lounge and thought, how the hell has sweet corn got into my washing machine to end up in that filter?
That is hilarious.
The only explanation I've got for it is my little boy, when he shit himself, right, it's gone into his trousers and I put his trousers in there.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I know that's disgusting.
No, but it does come out. I mean,
it's got to be. It comes out whole.
I had sweet corn the other evening and then went for a poo the next day.
For a poo?
And
went for
there
number
were 2 proper full-size kernels floating in the water.
Kernels in there.
I mean, we are so fucking highbrow on this podcast.
This is.
Do you know what?
I think this is what the public wants to know. This is what happens daily.
This happens to everybody, doesn't it? You know, everyone who has their sweet corn goes for a poo-poo and then goes, oh, look, sweet corn in the toilet.
I was just shocked. I was just shocked to find them in my LG washing machine.
That is
LG. Yeah.
That is hilarious. It hasn't, and so obviously it's sat there for God knows how long. Hasn't disintegrated down.
No.
It just doesn't break down, does it? That
sweet
shit.
Corn.
No.
Yeah. Same as raisins. Fuck off. Horrible thing.
Ange, what have you been having
right now? Okay, guys, I think I'm going to come to you now with something that I think I'm going to change lives again this week. Okay.
Oh God, here we go.
I love it when you do that.
Thank you, Rossi. Thank you, darling. Right, I have been heavily into. Have you ever heard of Rescue Remedy?
Is this that helps you sleep?
Yes. Well, you can have. There's some things to help you sleep. There's things to sort of
less anxious,
just relax you, just to calm you, right?
Yeah, makes you less anxious.
I bought the nighttime one because I'm just not a good sleeper, and I was getting annoyed with myself. You know, I don't have the caffeine before bedtime because I know it'll keep me up. All that bollocks, right? Yeah. So I thought, do you know what? I was stood in the chemist for like 20 years queuing for a prescription, and I saw it on the shelf.
Yeah, well, isn't that just life now? Do you know what? Actually, shout out to pharmacists because they have had a fucking terrible time over the last, I'd say, 3 years since the pandemic, and they are absolute unsung
They are
heroes.
actually patty. Yes, I agree.
They are. You are right.
This last like 2 months for them has just been. I just think it must have just been relentless. Like, can't get drugs. Everyone's got strep. Can't get amoxicillin. So if you're a chemist or a pharmacist or whatever, shout out to you lot because that is a job that people forget about.
Chemist, up on your high stage.
On your high stage, if you haven't listened to that episode, go back and listen. But honestly, they are like they're forgotten, aren't they?
Pats, yeah, they are.
They are.
They're
Really
the forgotten line of the
health,
NHS getting well. The health front, that's it.
So anyway, I was in my chemist queuing for 20 years. Shout out to the chemist. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, although it is a shitter. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I was in the queue, and it was when I was stood in the queue, I thought, oh, I wonder what that is. Picked it up. Well, I am telling you, right?
It's good.
My gosh,
it's
right?
Good shit.
It's on a little. I also love it because it's a pipette, and I love a pipette.
Yes, I love a pipette.
So I actually get a lot of joy out of the pipette. Right, so every night for about the last, I reckon, 2 weeks.
Go on then.
So you basically put 4 drops on your tongue at night time.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste the best, but you know, it's fine.
Oh.
And I am telling you, it has changed how I sleep.
Really?
How I sleep.
Do you sleep on your front now?
I actually hate sleeping on my front.
But now,
I can't
since Rescue
sleep
Remedy, she loves
now I
it.
sleep upside down.
Now I
Weird
sleep
stuff.
on my head. So yeah, 4 drops on your tongue, and I tell you, right, not only am I sleeping better, but I am waking up like I am a new woman. I am revived.
God.
I am refreshed. I am singing in the morning.
Is it in a yellow?
It is, yes, a yellow box. Yes, Rescue Remedy. There's one that's like more for like daytime, and then there's a sleep one.
I wonder if the daytime one will be good for the old anxiety.
It is.
Well, that's what I think it's for, yeah.
Honestly, I am telling you, right, if anyone is struggling with their sleep or even struggling in the daytime with your anxieties, try it from the get your Rescue Remedy.
Here you go. It's a Rescue Remedy night, and there's a Rescue Remedy just normal. So there's a night and a day.
I am telling you.
And you can even get gummies.
They're ranked.
Rescue Remedy gummies.
Ranked. They taste like absolute dog shit. I tried those. They're disgusting.
They're right.
And I think you can get suppositories. Oh, right. They look fun.
Yeah. You get one up, shove up your anus.
I'm just going to the loo. It's lunchtime, Ross. What are you doing? You're bent over in the toilet. I'm just shoving a Rescue Remedy up the a-hole.
I'm just going to relax my anus before the afternoon.
The thing is, though, we've started calling this thing, right? I don't even know if... So I sort of was doing a bit of research. And,
Oh, go on,
just in about sort of everything about sort of helping you sleep. And I came across the fact that ashwagandha is a big thing, right?
Who's that?
Ashwagandha is a flower or something, or a herbal something.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a country.
I thought it was a person. I thought you were saying. I did some research. It turns out that ashwagandha, she started years ago.
Ashwagandha. Yeah, that TikToker.
Ashwagandha is some sort of herbal thing, right? I don't even think ashwagandha's in this thing, but I've just started calling it ashwagandha now. so every night I'm like, I've got to take the ashwagandha when I'm talking to myself before I go to bed.
It sounds like a Class A drug, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I've started calling it ashwagandha. So that's my thing. It's a rescue remedy. I call it ashwagandha. I don't think ashwagandha's in it, but apparently that's very good.
Wow, what an excellent segment. This has been eye-opening. It's been
educational.
We've talked about poo. We've talked about sleep.
Yeah.
We've talked about suppositories.
We've covered all spectrum of life.
All spectrum. And Rossi, as always, we're so grateful for your little dance with us.
Dance with
this
us.
Podcast.
Wow.
Yeah,
our little tango.
Our little tango. Yeah. And don't forget, guys, we always love hearing what you're heavily into. So if you've been heavily into anything in the last few days, you can find us all on Instagram. You can also find Rossi on TikTok. It's just Rossi D Woods. I'm at Ruth Gordon. Ange is at Ange Gordon.
And you can find the podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
Rossi, we'll be back with you next week.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rossi.
Absolutely. See you soon.
Have a great week.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. You've got a shitting tits.
I've got a tits,
Let
right?
me hear it.
Okay, now I think it could be a bit of a niche tits.
Oh, God. These ones always fall a bit flat, Ange, so come on. Let's hear it.
But the thing that's getting on my shitting tits, and it's been getting on my tits for quite some time.
Right.
And the reason I think it's going to be a bit niche is because it's probably only going to apply to ladies, women who have a little bit of a tummy. Right?
Oh, I'm well in.
Yeah, me too, right? The thing that's getting on my tits is the knicker roll down.
Oh my! No, I don't think this is niche at all.
Do you not think, this is going to land?
There's going to be. I think even a lot of men are going to get this.
Do you think men do? I'm not sure men get, because men tend to wear theirs under their belly.
I don't think this is just a belly though.
Don't you?
No, I think you can, because have you ever had the knicker roll down where it's like halfway down your thighs?
Oh, I've never gone that far.
Yeah. So sometimes I've got knickers on that are too big or maybe slightly too small, and halfway down the day they're like on my thighs. And I have to keep going to the toilet and hoiking them up.
Do you know what? I Right. I love, as you know, and as I've shared with my viewers, whatever, on the ground.
Oh my God, you are. We've got to record on a Sunday more often. This is really going some.
Right. So, I love a full pant.
Right.
I'm not a fan of an up your bum.
No.
I don't like a thong. I don't like those things. Right. So I like a full
brief
pant. Right. I want it around my buttocks, and I want it to come up just sort of nicely on my stomach. Right. I don't want like big old granny pants.
Right.
But I also don't want ones that don't stay up.
How do you feel about a short?
Hate them.
Wow.
I hate the short. I hate the feeling of it being down my legs.
Right, because I quite like a short.
No, I hate the shorts. But I just hate it when I put my knickers on, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll go and, I don't know, bend down to pick something up off the floor. And then, bang, rolled.
Done.
And then I have to put my hand down my pants, my trousers or whatever. And I've rolled back up
and
again.
then I have to put my hand down, my pants, my trousers, whatever.
But it happens like today. It happened, right? In a way to row us.
Oh,
no,
God,
I can't be putting my hand down my trousers in way to row us.
Hoiking them up to your belly.
No, but I can feel them. They're just there, and I'm like, oh God, they've rolled down. I can't get to them.
You sound like you're having a mentee bee. You sound like you're in the middle of the way to row us.
Yeah.
About to break down.
I feel like it.
And somebody comes up to you and says, are you okay?
Yeah, my
madam.
Pants. Yeah. I've got the roll down.
It just rolled down in the cheddar aisle. I can't hoik them up in Waitrose. I'll look like a right, I just can't do it, Mavis.
I mean, I have sometimes tried to.
But this is the thing, because the discreet pant pull-up is difficult.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's
you can't be discreet.
And you have to sort of wiggle your legs. Don't you? You have to sort of like wiggle.
Do like a bit of a shimmy.
Yeah.
Sort of, there we go. They're up.
So you sort of get a little hook on the top of it, and you're like, "Come on, quick, move."
Great, yeah.
Shake your legs, and we're up. There we go.
Done. Great. Carry on shopping.
Yeah. I think the pant roll down is similar
really
to the bra roll up.
The bra roll up.
Have you ever had it where you know that your bra is slightly too small, and it sort of rolls up your back?
I have not experienced the bra roll up.
Talking of bras,
yeah.
What happened to me in the office on Tuesday?
What?
The underwiring popped out.
Oh no!
And was digging into my armpit. I had to go into the toilets and whip the whole thing out because it was it digs inches.
In. Yeah, it does dig in.
That was painful.
It is painful. The old underwire. It's been a windy upstairs. I tried to be really discreet.
Yeah, you were basically talking through your burr patch. But that pinches when it digs in. Yeah. And I kept trying to push it back down, when you manage to push it back in. Yeah. And then 2 seconds later, into my armpit. So that was it. I just went and whipped it out. Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary. My urban this week, Ange, is lazy pilot.
Lazy pilot. Is it something? Is it like something to do with your co-pilot? So you got your pilot who does all the work, and you just got the co-pilot who just sits there dicking around.
No, good. That's a good one though. But I'll tell you what it is. It's someone who makes a lot of money for very little work.
I know a few of those.
Michael makes a lot of money, but works 1 day a week. He's just a lazy pilot.
I know one for sure, lazy pilot.
Can you name them?
No.
Oh.
No, I can't.
That's a shame. That is a shame.
But there is a he.
Right.
Right. And his wife, I would put her also in the lazy pilot bracket.
Right.
But they live in a quite a big house.
Right.
So I feel like I actually don't like them.
Right. Well, this is the thing. I feel like if you've got a lot of lazy pilots in your life, that could really fuck you off.
Piss you off, yeah.
You go round to their house and it's like, oh my God, this house is amazing.
Yeah.
They're serving the best champagne.
Yeah.
They're,
going to all the fancy places, doing all the fancy shit.
They're jet-setting here, there and everywhere. And you're like, oh my God, last month you worked for 4 hours.
Yeah, yeah. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Where am I going wrong in life?
This is it.
That either I am not a lazy pilot or I'm not with a lazy pilot.
Well, I think I'm going to try and trade Marty in. No, I'm going to trade
Yeah.
Marty in, I think.
Good idea, actually.
I'm going to just do the rounds looking
for a lazy pilot.
For just anyone that is just,
just loaded.
The thing is, though, that's the thing, because if they're loaded but they're always around and you don't actually like them, it's like, oh God, I didn't sign up for this, mate. Can you get a proper job?
Yeah. Or maybe just make sure they go and do some volunteering.
I don't think any lazy pilot is wanting to volunteer. I don't think that the heart of who they are, they're wanting to give back to the community.
For nothing.
No.
For nothing.
No.
Yeah.
It's people who do like stocks and shares and shit, isn't it? It's those people.
Bankers.
You're big time banker wankers.
Banker wankers.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think people in the city work hard. I think, there's this misconception that bankers do fuck all, but the risk that bankers manage day in, day out is pretty big, right? But it's
a lot of the time they are wankers, though.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't they?
Oh, yeah. A lot of the time. I mean, we can't say all the time, can we? I'm sure, and I know a lot of bankers listen to this podcast. We're
definitely the right sort of
niche. We're the market for them,
we're niche. We're niche for the bankers.
I know that they're sat around thinking, oh God, I'm not going to be able to work the stock exchange today. I've not listened to Finding the Funny.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah,
I
haven't had my dose.
The cost of living crisis is probably because we had a 2-week break.
Yes, I
think
agree.
That Christmas break has thrown us into a deep, really dark depression.
Deep recession.
Yeah. And it's because the bankers have missed a couple of episodes
of this amazing podcast.
Yeah. But lazy pilots, I think we've all got some in our lives, haven't we?
For sure.
Like, you go to work like 2 days a week and you earn shitloads of money. Yeah. So that's my urban this week.
Very good urban patois. Very good.
Well, that's it. We've done another episode.
Bosh!
Straight out the bag. You're off to now do a couple of rescue remedy drops.
I am going to get the old ashwagandha in.
You're going to get the ashwagandha out. Get that smoked.
Yeah, I'm going to knock myself right out.
Knock yourself out. Sleep right through till tomorrow.
Yeah, that is the plan.
But look, you can find me, Ange, and Rossi across social media. I'm at Ruth Gordon, Ange is at Ange Gordon, and Rossi is Rossi D. Woods.
And you can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
You can also send us an email. It's findingthefunnypodcast@gmail.com. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. We absolutely love hearing from you. So send us your dickish behaviours. Send us what you're heavily into. We love hearing all your emails. Tell us if you've just found the show.
Tell us if you use ashwagandha.
Tell us if you're big into ashwagandha.
Yeah.
But Ange and I will be back right here next week, helping you to find more of the funny.